I'm coming in real nice and high, jumping up and down cause we only got 3 months left. December, no that's too late. September 23rd.
Hello and welcome to the UnCalled For. We have a special episode for you tonight. We've got a bunch of Karens on. We've got a whole bunch of fun things for you. So it's time to go around the room and see who we have with us. Hello, Cheese. How are you tonight?
Hello there. I couldn't help myself with that little bit of trolling on the intro. Happy to be here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Karens that are coming up, and it should be a pretty good show.
Awesome. I'm so excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Buy my merch.
Buy my merch.
That's right. And Vishanti, how are you?
Oh God, I can't stop laughing. That song was so bad. We have to sneak it in various places on other shows.
Absolutely. It's so bad. His timing is terrible.
I know, and it's rapping about the end of the world that never happened.
Exactly.
Buy my merch.
That's right.
What's buy my merch?
Hi, Sai. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good tonight. Just hanging in there and excited for another show tonight. You know, I've been looking forward to this one for a couple days now, so let's see how it goes.
All right. Sounds good. I know. We've got some good Karens to bash tonight. I'm excited about this one.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And hello, Miss Linda. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm really excited about the show tonight. Really looking forward to the Karens.
Me too. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's always fun watching these people throw temper tantrums. It's great.
Yes, it is.
And yes, we have Speak Truth with us tonight. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, again, just so excited to be laughing at some Karens. It just makes me feel so much better about my life and how sane I am. So yeah, really excited, guys. Thanks for accepting my last minute kind of shout out. Please, can I come on? And you said yes, so thank you.
Oh, no problem. It's so much fun to have extra people on, and we can torture them with Karens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So shall we get right into it? What do we have tonight, Cheese?
Well, for your viewing pleasure this evening, we have, I can't believe I actually said that with almost a straight face, but what we have is Minivan Karen has a, hold on, somebody's just turned the heating on behind me. That's, I've told my family I'm going live in 10 minutes, don't put the heating on, they just put the heating on. The first video is Minivan Karen has a meltdown on Trump supporters. The second video is go back to your country, Karen loses her temper and disses young black male. The third video is arrested for not wearing a mask in Eagle Point, Oregon. The fourth video is crazy Karen, I want to speak to your district manager. Video 5 is Karen gets tased, and that is tased and arrested for not wearing a mask at a football game. 6 is male Karen gets aggressive, arrested for not wearing a mask. 7 is woman calls 911 after being refused service for not wearing a mask. And we have an 8th video. If we burn through all the others, we've got a special bonus video.
Oh my God, can we watch someone getting tased? I didn't mean to sound so enthusiastic about that, but it's apparent.
Okie doke, taste. Where is it? Video 5, here we go.
Right.
She looks like a winner.
Karens in the wild.
Oh, God.
Winner.
Oh yeah, she's a screamer, isn't she?
Big
That
time.
was.
Bear with me a second. This video is refusing to play.
No worries.
Damn it, Karen.
Damn it, Karen.
I want to speak to YouTube's manager.
Yeah.
That's right.
Karen's in the wild.
I am. I will not put my hand behind my back. I'm not friendly. Doing nothing wrong. Get off of me! What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god! Get off of me! You're not arresting me for nothing. I am doing nothing wrong. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Oh, it gets better.
This is over a mask.
I've seen this video.
You're not doing nothing wrong. It's not. I am leaving. You're not arresting me for not doing nothing wrong. Stop it! Let's go with my bread! Oh my god! Oh my god, mother! This is bullshit! You're not arresting me!
You notice how invariably it's always white Karens that are like, no, you can't arrest me. No,
Yeah.
stop touching me. And their
Above the
friends
law.
are squaring up on a cop. They're the only ones that have the audacity to do that.
Privilege. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, obviously we're watching it happen, but just imagine living your life where you think someone's being arrested and you can just go up and say, no.
That's
Well,
They're
another
just going to
story.
drop everything, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's just incredible. It's
Mhm.
Well, what's
One of
even
these where
was-
if a policeman says like, "What's your name?" I'm going to tell him my name. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's as simple as that, really. Like, these people seem to like ask for it, don't they? They kind of want
Yeah.
it. When if you was to actually
Well-
just go along, you're gonna go home that night. You know.
I mean, at this point,
Absolutely.
she's been arguing enough to where it's escalated the situation. So by
Right.
the time this person started recording, we're watching like the pinnacle of her having been a complete jerk.
yes.
So
Yeah.
there's no way
Yeah.
for her to come out looking like the good guy in this.
I've seen this already. This was a huge controversy. It was actually on the news.
Oh no.
I forget what state it happened in. I think it was Ohio or something. And I argued with many people about how masks are not unconstitutional, how this wasn't unconstitutional, how it was resisting arrest and not, people were arguing with me that she was getting arrested because she wasn't wearing a mask. She was asked not to, already told she couldn't enter. It's a sporting event.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
she was asked to watch from the sidelines, not in the bleachers, and she snuck in. And and the stupidity of the people arguing with me on Facebook was just, but it just boggles my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, Facebook.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you will not find a greater hive of scum and villainy. It's the worst.
It really
is. Oh my
Like,
god.
If you're
The
looking for
ignorance
rational
that
arguments,
abounds there.
don't go to
Yeah.
Facebook.
agreed.
Yeah. So essentially, what
She's not
happened?
being
with-
arrested for not wearing a mask. It's like you're endangering public safety and health.
Well, she was
Well,
asked
and
to
not only
leave
that,
for
she-
not wearing a
right.
mask. And she
Right.
refused
She
to
just
went,
leave.
no.
and she refused.
Right.
So she's being arrested for that, and then plus she resisted. So it's
Exactly.
It's just
Does she realize that's not public property? She probably doesn't care.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
school
think she does.
Well, she's a Karen, and everything belongs to her.
Yeah,
Exactly.
rules don't apply to her.
It isn't even her kid's school.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
she's on her kid's on the opposing team.
Oh my
geez.
God.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I like what
She's the
Nathan
visiting.
Kirsten in the chat said, because nothing bad could happen if the athletes got COVID. There's totally no longer lasting effects. Ignore the people with lasting lung damage and people losing teeth because of nerve damage.
Mhm.
Right.
True.
Or the long haulers.
Yeah, exactly.
Shall we go on?
I suppose so.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't think he can arrest her for not wearing a mask. This is not a warning. Call the cops, Raven. Call the cops? Yeah. Will you talk to them? I don't know if he's a real officer. It says police on the side and on his back. Doesn't mean anything. But he may be, Bridget, because there's a cop car over there. There's a cop car over there. Do you want to call him? Tase somebody over a mask. Tasing this lady over not wearing a damn mask. It's time for me to go back to Florida. This is bullshit! I want to leave and come on, it's just a mask. And I'm going to sue you for knocking me down.
Those are cheerleaders, actually.
Get my kids in my truck. Arresting her for a mask, not wearing a mask, and he ain't even got one on. Right.
Hey, where's your mask?
Remember, we're infected together now, right, guys? We've done this how many times together? How many times? That's bullshit. Oh, here comes another. Ran a cop right there. That's bullshit, isn't it?
That's some bullshit. Say he won't have a job on.
Yeah, you can't arrest somebody for not wearing a mask.
Yeah, she didn't have hers on.
Yeah, well, I got that. So.
Did you get that?
Yep, I did. Both of them not wearing a mask.
Oh boy. Well, that was special.
Yes, it was. Holy cow.
Jeez. I don't even know where to go with that one. I mean, that was just, she was blatantly a Karen from the minute the camera started rolling.
Yeah. Right from the get-go. And it's and it's amazing. They asked her to leave, like you said in on the news. She was there. She wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh.
So they asked her to leave, and she's just now.
Yeah.
Come on. And then she still fought. Even after he tased her, she was still fighting the whole way down. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot of voltage to subdue a Karen in the wild.
Yeah.
Yes,
It certainly does. Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
are you
she's a
ready for
special
something
kind
else?
of Karen.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess so, cheese.
So we've got, where's my list? Minivan Karen has a meltdown on Trump supporters. Go back to your own country. Karen loses her temper and disses young black male. Arrested for not wearing a mask in Eagle Point, Oregon. Crazy Karen, I want to speak to the district manager. Male Karen gets aggressive. Woman calls 911, and that's it.
What do you think? How about minivan Karen? Does that sound good?
Karen.
Okie doke, here we go.
Awful, horrible style.
Not fair, Thomas. I would never spend that kind of money.
Bye.
And you
Bye,
afford that
loser.
stuff with your
Bye,
fake ass
loser.
purse,
Bye,
with the fake
loser.
leather. What are you, a
Bye,
vegan?
loser.
Are you a vegan?
Bye, loser.
What are you, some
No,
kind of
I
vegan?
eat bitches like you for dinner.
Yeah, eat it, baby. That's
I
right.
eat bitches
You
like
are
you for dinner.
open-minded to LGBTQ.
If you come within 6 feet, you're not social distancing. You might go to jail.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because there's no such thing as fucking social distance rules.
Right.
No, there's not. But guess what? My kid is gonna make you wear a mask, you fat piece of shit.
Bye, cunt. Bye, cunt.
Fuck you.
Bye, cunt.
Go on. Play it all day. Okay, take it on your phone. You're
Bye,
right.
cunt.
Fuck you. Stop filming me. You fucking ugly piece of shit. What are you gonna say?
Get back within
Get
6
it
feet of her. Get back
off
within 6 feet of her.
of me. Get your
Get
fucking
within 6 feet
flag
of her.
off of me.
COVID-19. Get away.
Oh my god.
Get away.
I
Get
can
away.
smell your steady
Get
ass
away.
breath, you whore.
Get away.
You fucking whore. Look at that. Roast
Get
beef
away.
pussy.
Get away.
Roast beef
Get
pussy.
away.
Love
Get
it.
away.
No, I don't have to do anything. Go back to your little party. Go back to your loser party. Go to your party.
No, let them come. They know us.
That's right. Call the cops.
We don't have to. They're going to come.
Good. Call the
Check on
fucking
us every
cops.
10 minutes.
Good. That's right. They're not on your side, baby. You are so wrong.
Okay.
That's right. You know who cops are afraid of? Judges. That's who cops are afraid of.
Bye, whore.
As well.
You know, I'm just gonna say it. I think those Trumpers have finally met their match.
It looked like it. It definitely looked like it.
What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object?
Oh my god.
Because like
The way she just pulled her
99%.
skirt up,
Like most of those Trumpers literally don't believe that the virus is a thing, and they're anti-mask anyway because my freedoms. So she's
Right.
in their face yelling and doesn't have a mask on, and I'm like, what do they do?
Well, they were both
Looked like a
videotaping
Trumper.
each other.
Of course they were. Oh my god. Ugh.
Oh my
Ugh,
god.
amazing. That's just a perfect storm of idiocy right there. And
Yes.
That
entitlement.
is really
Just
bad.
go.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. How did people get like that though? Like, when did they get to that point when they think they're so much better than anyone else? And it's it's pathetic.
It's like people don't tell them no, or they just throw
Yeah.
so many tantrums people give in, and I guess that's what happens cumulatively over their life.
Yes.
Yep, definitely.
Like, I remember growing up, if my brother and I misbehaved in public just to try to get our way, my mom did not put up with that kind of crap.
Yeah. Not at all.
We did not get away with that stuff. Like, other kids may have had parents that were like, okay, I'll give you the candy bar to shut you up. She was like, she would put her finger in her face and be like, you do not embarrass me in public.
Yeah.
And she, you live in fear of mom
Yeah.
when she gets like that.
I remember like my mum never really hit me, but she'd raise her hand, and just that alone would be like, whoa, like I've got to shut up now.
There's
Like,
this
you know what I
thing,
mean?
man. All moms have it. They give you the
Yeah.
look.
Yep.
And when you get the look,
Yeah.
you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's the problem now, isn't it? There's too many people that are just, people say blame the parents, but I don't know. It's just, you can't blame the teachers, but it's the way the world is. Like, people don't know authority anymore, and I think people do. Like, you need to know authority, and
People don't have
sometimes-
boundaries.
no,
No,
no.
none.
Yeah, and I think
I
it's
thought it was-
a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep, I've noticed that too. It's a lot of different things. It's no boundaries anymore. People feel like they can just say whatever they want, whatever, do whatever they want. We've experienced it ourselves. We were made fun of a couple weeks ago because we had our masks on in the car, and it's just easier. And we got out of the car and you wore your mask in the car.
Oh my
God.
You care what other people do in their car?
Yeah.
Exactly. And I was like,
It's like
I was like, and I was like, yeah, just mind your business and just walked off.
Yeah.
Just like, please.
At the end of the day, I suppose no matter where you are, if you're wearing a mask, your chances are lowering of spreading or catching the virus, aren't they? So even if you are in your car, so what?
Well, that's exactly it. And to me, it's just a pain in the butt to keep taking it off, putting it back on. So I might just well just leave it on. Well, that's all I
go
do.
between shops, definitely. If I go between shops or anything, I just think, well, I'm not going to keep taking it off and on again, because you might actually have touched something in the shop which has got the virus on it. Then you take your mask off, then you put it back on again. You're best just leaving it on whilst you're out and then just taking it off once.
Yeah, well, because it just takes like one person not washing their hands and then grabbing the door handle and something like that, or sneezing and not like turning their head into their elbow or whatever. And
I think of all things like that. Even if I'm in a shop, I don't pick something up now really unless I'm definitely going to buy it, and just little things like that. And it's only not just me, but I think, well, who else has picked that up before I have? And just if everyone was to think like that, yeah. Oh yeah, I won't say. No, I daren't say.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. And there are. I used to work in retail too. We used to get some real winners for Karens.
Oh yeah,
God.
It seems like it's been worse nowadays.
I feel sorry for anyone that works in retail. I've done it. I mean, we've all probably been there, and it's one of the hardest things to actually do, to deal with Karens day in, day out like that.
Retail and food service, baby. It's hell on earth.
Oh, absolutely.
I used to tell horror stories of when I worked, excuse me, at Starbucks, and people would get their, big ass coffee and they're ready to go, and they go over to the little condiment station and they pour a bunch of like cold chilled cream in it, and then they come up to the counter like a minute later and they're like, why is my coffee warm and lukewarm, and why is it cold? And I'm like, because you dumbass, you just dumped a bunch of cold milk in it. What do you think was going to happen? Can I have another one? Oh my God.
Yeah. Wow.
There's always one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the people that will argue with you, no matter where you work, they'll argue with you that you're making them late. But there's the one that took the time to sit there and argue with you and chew you out. And I'm like, okay, who's wasting their time?
Oh my God.
Dumb.
Yeah. It is. And the same too with, you made me late. Well, you didn't leave earlier. That's my fault. How?
Yeah.
I told you to leave
Literally.
late. That's what it is.
One time I actually got to tell somebody who was telling me that, oh, I made them late and, all this, that. And I was like, well, ma'am, you should have left your house a little bit earlier to compensate for traffic.
Nice.
They weren't happy, but damn, that felt nice.
Yeah, I bet it did.
Well, it just is like this. It's like this mentality with all these Karens is that it's everybody else's fault. There's always somebody else to blame.
Yeah.
It's never on them, and they're just above all the rules.
Yeah.
And I just how adults have that mindset is still beyond me. I expect that from
hairstyle.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them never
all have that same hair.
Yeah.
Short in the back, long in the front. Terrible highlights.
The Karen Bob.
Yeah. Oh God, it's so
Perhaps
bad.
The male Karen should be called Bob. It's like
Yeah.
The Bob.
Exactly.
Roberts everywhere are offended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Or
Robert.
Richards. Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
should we do another video?
Yes, please.
Can we do the district manager one this time?
Oh yes.
Strict
Oh,
manager,
yeah.
absolutely.
I think we need to escalate it, you know?
Yeah,
We should. We should escalate.
Straight to regional. Come on. Regional manager.
Yes. I want to speak to your CEO. Hang on, let me just pull him up on my speed dial.
Yeah.
I've had people
Okay,
tell me
here we
that.
go.
I want to speak to you, the president of your company. Okay.
It's like someone complaining to Microsoft and wanting to speak to Bill Gates or something. It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. Ugh.
Okay.
I want to play a game with you. Yeah, okay. So Dyson or Tyson is the name. Can you call that employee? He needs to apologize to me because he insulted
Should I
me.
call the sheriffs? She's causing us. Should I call the sheriff because she's causing a ruckus
You
now?
have to call him and apologize to me because he will tell you how he treated me.
I'm
I
actually.
have witness actually.
Let me call Shannon.
We're calling the district manager. We're getting a district manager for you. Yeah.
I'm not talking to you, so your communication with me is harassment at this point because I'm refusing. I don't want to be engaging with you in a conversation. You have no right
This
to
is-
talk with the
okay.
manager. I want you to be silent. Do not talk to me. Do not talk to me, sir. I'm not engaging in a conversation with you. Do not talk to me.
You're going to be famous. She's going to be famous, you know.
And I need to have this gentleman who's harassing me right now.
I'm not harassing you.
Contact information.
This is Roger. You said original.
What is your name?
His name is Larry and David and Bob and Steve. And
Harass me. So,
if you want harassment, I'll just call the cops on you. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Nice jug. I guess you're getting happy tonight.
I'm waiting here. I'm not going to be waiting here for long. So you have communication with me on what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not feeling those
I would. But we're on the phone to screen right now.
Another one.
It's okay. The sheriffs will take care of this whole situation in a minute.
This gentleman is, the manager is not taking any action because the gentleman is continuously harassing me.
She's on the phone to the district manager like you
I
wanted.
asked you 3 times, you stop harassing me because you're communicating.
I'm answering your question. Harassing is
I'm not asking for your communication, you just stop talking to me.
obviously
You're
you.
harassing me. Sir, you need to stay away from me and stop harassing me.
This is my store. This is not your store.
I need to speak to him myself.
You are a guest to us.
Really well.
Is that wine in that jug?
All right.
She's on the phone to him right now, so.
I will have to speak to him myself, Adam. Okay.
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Can you call Tyson up here, please?
That's as exciting as I've got, sorry.
That was it?
That's it.
Oh,
All right.
I wanted to see the district manager.
Yeah.
Or at least the police
In the
come and
UK,
drag her off.
In the UK, us guys have got like a saying called "the customer is always right." And have you got that kind of thing over there?
Yes.
So
people think that's a thing. It's not a thing. They're not always right, no matter how much they think they are.
Yeah, because working the other side of the counter, you realise the customer is certainly not always right.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're definitely not.
absolutely.
Just anybody that even talked to her, she's like, "Don't harass me."
Just has to go to that, don't it? You can't just talk. It's instant harassment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So dumb.
That was.
I think I forgot what the rest of our videos were.
It's the amount of stupidity that you've witnessed. Your IQ has dropped by.
Yes,
we're all feeling the effects, I'm sure. So we did So there is Karen loses her temper, and this is a young black male. Oh, interestingly, a lot of the Karen videos are on that same theme. So I only chose one of them. Arrested for not wearing a mask in Eagle Point, Oregon. Male Karen gets aggressive, arrested for not wearing a mask. Woman calls 911 after being refused service for not wearing a mask. And then we've got the bonus one if we run out of other videos.
Awesome. Mask. Or angry.
And I do
If it wasn't
have...
mask, it would be some other stupid ass issue.
Oh, yeah.
I do have the song from last week queued up as well, just in case.
That's the outro.
Good to know.
I'm convinced that playing that song enough times will actually bring about the end of the world.
Yes.
That'll
The
do.
Mayans predicted that song.
Yes. See the Aztec calendar? It wasn't like a calendar. It was just like a giant, their interpretation of what a CD or an album disc would look like. They were predicting that song would end the world.
That's great. Oh my god.
Any particular leanings?
COVID-idiots or racists?
Yeah.
Seems like our choices.
Yeah, that is our choices.
Let's go with racist. We had the mask one already.
Okay.
We haven't done a
Okey-doke.
racist Karen yet.
Okay, here we go.
No, you're not. Okay. So you're not gonna let me in to deliver this food. I have the number.
Yeah, we don't like pictures.
I mean, I'm just.
Don't point that shit at me.
I'm trying to.
Point that fucking.
I have food I have to deliver to somebody, man.
Don't deliver anything here. We don't
Well,
want you
you're.
delivery.
You're not.
We don't want
You didn't get the
here.
food.
I don't want you. I don't want you here. I
You
don't want
me
you
here.
here at all.
Excuse me, Paul. There's a woman like at the door. My name is
Hello?
Jordan. I'm
Who
working
is
in
this?
place.
Who is
Excuse
this?
me. Can you back
Who is
away
this?
from me, man?
No,
I'm not
this
even.
is my bill. I'm not gonna.
I'm
back
just
away
trying
from
to.
you. Who is this? Who's on the speaker?
If you guys haven't noticed already, 10 out of 10 times when a racist is making up colors to prove that they're not racist, like for your skin color, they will always pick purple.
I noticed that. I noticed that was like a thing.
noticed
but I
that.
didn't-
Every single time. And now that you know, you cannot unsee it.
No.
That's true.
No.
That is true.
But yeah, it's for real. Every time they'll pick purple. I don't know why.
I love that she told the woman who's in her apartment that she needs to leave.
Leave.
Didn't you hear her say that? She said that to the woman over the phone. You need to get out of here. This is my apartment building.
And just the way that she
I pay rent
is super indignant, about like it's her building, like not that anybody else could possibly live there.
Exactly. Wow.
And then she's like, "Oh, let me take the food." And bitch, you just want to steal it and eat it yourself. Don't even.
Exactly. How do I trust you?
Yep.
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I paid somebody to bring me my food. You don't want to let him in? That's fine. I'll buzz him in. Go away.
Oh my God, these people, honestly.
Crusty old
they're just so
beach.
gross.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Like, damn,
It's totally
go take a nap.
unnecessary.
Fucking crypt keeper ass.
Yeah, shall we continue on?
Sure, let's
Yes.
see where this ends.
I just want.
I would be like mortified too for the poor driver. Like, I'd be like, I'm so
know.
sorry. Like, this is.
Oh, I would have been angry. I would have been so angry, and I would have
Yeah.
came downstairs and I would have made her prove to me she lived in that apartment building before I let her in. I would say, "Why am I letting you in? Excuse me, give me my food, and you get away from the door, or I'm calling the police because I don't know who you are. I know who he is, but I don't know who you are."
Man, I would be busting down there like, hey, you scraggly ass, crusty little bitch, get out of my building. I don't know you. Your name's not on the listing. I ordered food and I paid for a service. Get your homeless ass out of here. Go brush your teeth, comb your hair.
Yeah. He had legitimate business there. She had no right to block him.
No.
Crazy woman.
Can I take your food and deliver it? If you pay for it, dumbass.
Exactly.
She probably just
You
waits
got
by
a really
all
big
these
tip.
apartments. Yeah, she waits and just
For delivery
steals
drivers.
food.
Yeah, she just wants to like
Steals
poach
it.
your food. Oh my God, I love it. Ash Scott in the side chat said I'd give him a hundo tip to promise to upload the video and get her ass evicted from the building.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'd pitch in for that, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for some more?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Oh boy.
So we've got a mask one, or a mask one. Arrested for not wearing a mask in Eagle Point, Oregon. Male Karen gets aggressive and arrested, or woman calls 911.
Let's do the mail.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Serious? You seriously gonna do this? This is embarrassing. School board meeting.
Can I make a prediction before this goes in?
If you want, you can talk to him later or something like that. As of right now.
He's gonna be one of those, I'm so intellectual, I'm so calm and rational, I'm just making my case types before he has a meltdown.
Yep. Yeah, you probably will.
Sir, I really don't want to.
I know you don't want to do it. I know you do not want to do it.
Yeah, but
I know this guy doesn't want to do it, but unfortunately you have to follow these fools' rules, right?
if it's part of their policy that you have to wear a mask,
So
then you gotta wear a
force
mask.
me out.
You're really gonna do
You're
this
gonna
one?
make, yes, you're going to
And at
have
that
to
point-
drag me out.
At that point, you could.
This
be
is
facing-
what you are doing.
At that point, you could. be
You're
facing
sowing
additional charges.
discord within our communities at every level. It's disgusting. Do you harass your clients when they're at your restaurant to put on masks?
Sir,
Do you harass them?
Sir, we're not gonna.
Do you?
At this point, you could be facing additional charges of obstruction if you don't.
Of what? I get it. I get it.
So then
I
you
get
can
it.
at least
I
come with
get
me.
it.
We'll figure it
You're
out.
gonna have to drag me out.
Completely absurd.
You know that, right?
All right, sir. We're going.
No, you will
This is
literally.
an embarrassment to our school.
Don't do it, man. Relax.
Reed, you're fine.
Relax.
It ain't worth all of that, brother.
Come on, sir.
Reed,
No.
Reed, don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist. Reed. Reed.
You will have to tase me in front of all these people.
I really don't want to tase you.
Don't tase them. You don't. And I want these people to video it while their cops of minority descent have to do this to everybody. Constantly putting you people in these positions.
He just wants to have a say in what's going on. Well, we pay school taxes. We just don't resist. We all believe in what we do. This is an embarrassment. You all should be embarrassed.
This is a joke. Sitting at the front, away, farthest away from anybody else in here.
Let's all get in the huddle like we did on Friday night at the football game. How many people are on the football team? We put them on a pedestal and we let them get into a group and huddle and chant. And we don't say a damn word because sports is on a pedestal. And I get sports are important. But how is that more important than every other student and chorus and all the other activities that go on? No powder puff? Ma'am, there's public commentary time when you'll be able to. But you don't let people speak. You force them out. There is a public commentary period. Thank you.
Well, my question is, I think Dr. Grace is going to have to answer it.
I would just like to give a massive shout out to the person recording in landscape mode. You're a true hero.
Yes.
Yes. Good job.
I like the plot hole there. Bonus, Karen.
Yes, definitely. 2 for 1. That was a 2 for 1.
That was a twofer.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
You think they're related?
Dude, the fact that he was like, I can't believe you're dragging me out here when minorities are getting arrested for stuff. I'm like, really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But also, I would like to say that Bonus Karen was right. We shouldn't be having sports right now. I mean, we keep seeing reports of famous athletes or people on their teams getting the disease. Why are we doing everything as if it's just normal? It's not normal.
Right.
None of this is normal.
No.
I think that's the big fight between like the economy, isn't it, and people's safety, you know. And I think that is, like you say, like why are these things?
Like 7 months ago, we got like a single check, and you know that was supposed to last us forever and ever. So I don't get it.
Yeah.
Try feeding a teenager on that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, forget
Here,
it.
you peasants,
Forget it.
take your pittance from the government, you welfare state losers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That should be fine enough, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean you can't stay home? What do you mean we can't shut down the economy? We just paid you a pittance.
Yeah.
Go back to work, you peasants. Blah, 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 blah.
I know. Somebody asked me one day why I wasn't working. Well,
gee, I wonder.
Well, if you have a job,
Like, where do
that
I
pays
begin?
more than- yeah, really, exactly.
How much time do you have?
Yeah. It all started 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Jeez. And the fact that it's like everybody's business too, what everybody else is doing, you know, like it's nobody else's business why so and so doesn't work or why so and so does this or whatever it might be. You know, if it's not harming you specifically, then it's none of your business.
Right.
Well, I mean, you can always give them the classic, well, because Ligma.
Exactly.
Oh man, it's insane.
It is.
It is. It is. The whole system is insane right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
We were talking about this earlier in the week, but we kept going like, oh man, I can't wait for 2021 to be here, and as if we didn't say that same shit last year. Like,
exactly.
What makes us think that it's not just waiting around the corner to screw us all up?
Oh, it's got to get better.
Especially with all these anti-masker Karens about, though, it is going to get
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, because now the anti-vaxxers are coming back like twice as powerful. Like, oh no, you're gonna die for the vaccine.
Yeah, well, I'll let
I've
you
seen
know because
actually-
I'll be in the first groups that get it. So
I've already seen a scam going around where people are saying like, "Oh, I was part of the first vaccine trials, and I got a allergic reaction to it, and I'm now disabled." And they're setting up GoFundMe's, and I've seen people, and I even said to this woman, I was like, "Well, not being funny, you volunteered yourself for this trial, so
Right.
why are you suddenly now asking people for money because this happened?" It was
I
obviously
will-
fake. Like they didn't even
I
have the
can
vaccine.
debunk that in like 20 seconds or less. Start a timer. As someone who has been in a medical trial, they test you regularly for allergic reactions or any kind of adverse effects. And the moment you show one, they're like, okay, we're going to drop you out of the trial. You have to beg them to stay in a trial, even if it's for something as innocuous as a migraine treatment, which is what I was in for. I had like a little bit of redness around the injection site, and they were like, yeah, well, we sent you to the dermatologist and we're not really sure what's happening. We're gonna like drop you from the trial. I was like, please don't do that. I'm not experiencing anything but some redness. It's fine, I promise. Just let me do this. It's helping my migraines.
yeah.
What people don't realise is the trials is to make sure it's safe. Like, that's, that's what these trials are for. They're not just rolling it out, and you know what I mean. Like that's why they're asking for people to.
But yeah,
put
they
themselves
take your blood pressure, they weigh you, they do blood samples, they do all sorts of stuff. Anytime you're in clinical trial for anything, and literally the second something goes wrong, they stop, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's it. You're done.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that whole trying to get into the anti-vax thing too, and we all know how I love anti-vaxxers.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
Yes. Oh God. Dealt with more stupid people in our lifetimes than we care to admit because of that.
Oh yeah.
And no, Multi, the Earth isn't flat.
No.
He wrote it. The Earth is flat.
No, it's definitely not multi-tom. We all checked.
Yes, we checked.
We did. Jinshu says, "You're right. I wouldn't want you to debate anyone, Multi-Tom Tom. It would take you a week to get your opening statement out." We have to watch his videos on 2 times speed because it's just
Yeah. I thought I was slow. Like, a lot of people say they watch me at 1.25, but yeah, I mean, multi-tom-tom's at 2 times, I think, definitely.
I've tried to go faster than like 2 times speed, and it won't work. I've tried it. What is it with these like idiot gobbledygook sellers that are just, they're always so slow and monotone? They sound bored.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. They're spreading the truth.
Yeah.
I think they think that makes them sound more credible.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but I
it's
think
like
they think that.
I think so.
Yeah, and people do fall for it though as well. This sort of deep tone and very relaxing, and you know, and like people are just sitting there and they're like, "Oh, I like this," and they just go down that rabbit hole.
Take
you
my
know?
money.
Yeah.
Tell me lies. Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies.
Tell me lies.
Tell me lies. Tell me sweet lies.
Tell me lies. Tell me lies.
Yeah, multi-tom-tom. No, it's not flat, buddy.
Nope. It's
Nope.
It's looking for attention. Their lives are desperate and pathetic. So.
Yep.
And nobody's persecuting you.
It's
okay.
you're totally being
fine,
persecuted at a place you voluntarily showed up for and weren't forced to participate in any way.
Right.
Crimea River.
And you're still posting. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can just close that tab.
Mhm.
It's that simple.
Oh, I know. It just cracks me up when people say, "You're being mean."
Yeah.
You came to me.
Why are you harassing me? It's like, dude, just close the browser then.
Why
like
are you still here?
It's like we're on the internet. It's not like I'm in your face.
God.
Dear.
Just close the tab, my dude. Don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you.
What's that called? Like Stockholm syndrome? Is it? I'm trying to think.
Stockholm.
They stay with their abuser or whatever.
Just start making excuses for them. Like, no, I had it coming.
Isn't that what we're doing?
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know what way around it is, but.
And multi,
but I'm special. I know the truth.
Yeah.
Everything's fake except what I think is real.
Exactly. And multi, yes, you have agreed to debate, but every time you come on, you chicken out. We know.
Yeah, multi-Tom, so what are you on about? I was on
What a
MC2 the other night, and we were begging you to come on to debate, and no show. So
Exactly.
you are a complete liar.
As the saying goes, all talk, no action.
That's
Or as they say in certain parts of the South, all hat, no cattle.
That's right.
Yep.
He's good at flapping his lips, but then, that's all he's got.
Yep.
Oh, man. What else do we have in our playlist of doom?
Oh, goodness me. So we've got two left. One is arrested for not wearing a mask in Eagle Point, Oregon. And woman calls 911 after being refused service for not wearing a mask.
Oh, God.
It's a toss-up.
I mean, I can roll a dice if you guys want.
Sounds like a D4.
I can do that. Let me pull it out. Excuse me while I whip this out. Okay.
Odd is Eagle Point. Even is woman calls 911.
Even.
Woman calls 911. There is.
The dice have spoken.
Technically.
That's almost a mile and a half, by the way. Stand a mile and a half away from me. I
She's just trying to rob the shop.
Anxiety,
that's appropriate.
Anxiety is a thing. People do get it. You don't have control over it. That's completely legit. But I will also say this. Lady who has anxiety that's demanding to go to a physical store when online retailers exist.
Well,
that's what I can't make out.
Put it this
like, say, someone with
curbside delivery
like that.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're going, "Oh, I shouldn't have to wear a mask. I've got asthma." Well, don't go out then. You're the people that should be shielding at home.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But they always say the opposite. When we say you should be wearing a mask, you're being irresponsible. Oh, well then stay home.
Right.
Why should I stay home because you're being irresponsible?
Yeah.
It's not everyone else's job to coddle you.
I shouldn't wear a mask because I have weak lungs when the virus actually attacks weak lungs and they're the ones going out saying they shouldn't wear masks. It just don't make sense.
I literally live with someone who has asthma. They only go out when they absolutely have to, and that's not very often. And she wears a mask.
Yeah.
Honestly, because asthma, I mean, I'm certainly not a doctor, but as far as I know with asthma, it's not that you can't breathe in, it's that you can't breathe out. So you can actually, it's got nothing to do with like the oxygen you're taking in your system or anything like that. It's actually like a physical thing where
what
you can take a breath
in
but
her case is particles in the air. Even if she's vacuuming her room, she'll get an asthma attack. It's that like small stuff like that, where just a little bit of dust in the air or just anything, it irritates her lungs and it just makes them like start to swell up. And we actually had to take her to the hospital a few months ago because she was doing something simple like just tidying up her room. And she had a really awful attack, and none of her inhaler medicines or anything was working. And we were panicked, like, "Oh God, oh no, my God, we have to go to the hospital." So, yeah, if she can wear a mask, anybody can.
Of course.
Oh well,
a
lot of them.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I was just going to say this woman, and she's complaining about anxiety and panic attacks with those. Well, guess what? I have anxiety and I do get panic attacks, but I can still wear a mask. What you do is if you feel yourself starting to breathe funny because you feel that mask on your face, is to just breathe and suck it up, buttercup, because you got to wear it. And that's what we all do. You know,
you think of doctors all day wear them, don't they? You know, and they have for years.
For like,
they'll be in surgery for hours, and they're not worried that they're not breathing, are they? You know.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
You know,
now I don't breathe funny. So there we go.
There's someone in the chat talking about like the face shields. Those work too.
Yes, they do. And one of the stupidest things is that you're breathing in your own CO2, you're not getting enough oxygen and all that. You know what the volume of oxygen you breathe in every time you breathe in and you breathe out? It's a lot more than what's behind that mask. So the air exchange is occurring through the mask. It has to, or you would die.
Absolutely.
And
if the mask blocks the airway, doesn't it block the virus?
Yeah, it's just like. The other thing is, I really find it hard to believe that this woman has anxiety with the way she is arguing with this guy. People with anxiety don't people with anxiety, at least in my experience, don't typically be this aggressive.
No,
well,
you wouldn't
they
use it as a crutch.
Try to avoid their triggers. Like most people that have been at least in some minor treatment for an anxiety-related thing, they've learned what their triggers are and what like causes them to have like an episode, and they avoid it or they go through therapy to deal with it. And she's like, no, I'm going to go into this thing that causes me anxiety, and then I'm going to argue with everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. And like Aimee said about wearing a mask, the best advice is if you have anxiety about wearing a mask, you put it on at home. You learn to breathe with it. You learn to how to not have anxiety with it before you go out to the store.
Yeah.
Multi-dum-dum, you breathing and huffing glue explains a lot about why you believe the way you do.
Yeah. That's the most sense I've seen him talk, actually. Yeah, breathing glue helps you calm down. Yeah, I bet it does, Multi-Tom-Tom.
Yeah, huff and paint. I'm sure that helps you, calm your ass down too.
Mm-hmm. Explains a lot.
It does.
Like I always say, you can only kill so many brain cells.
Well, you have to have some to kill.
True. You do have to have some first. Okay, shall we finish watching this? Because she's going to call 911.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, please.
Oh, I love you are the true MVP. Oh my
Uh-huh.
God.
Yes.
Oh, I love Aiden.
Quickly lock that bloody door.
He's just like, I don't care. Like, that's your narrative. So good. Wow.
That was well, and he also picked up on the fact that she's telling the police, well, I have a religious right not to wear a mask. And he goes, I thought it was medical. The kid didn't lose a trick.
He was good.
Yeah, like, come on, you're clearly BSing, lady.
Exactly, because if it was medical, you would have told the police it was medical and not religious. And there's no such thing as a religious exemption for wearing a mask.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
God.
I just, oh.
I And I love how he's out maneuvering her like, officer, can you tell her to step away from the door because she's making me feel really unsafe right now. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Good.
They hire smart
No,
people there.
She's really lucky that she didn't actually put like her foot inside the building, because then he would have been like, officer, she's trespassing.
Yep.
She's forcing her way in here. Oh boy.
I want her arrested for trespassing.
Yeah.
I just love
And they
how
all go, you can't arrest me. You
That's
can't
not his
arrest me.
first time.
Probably not.
He's just so done. Like I'm just doing my job.
Yeah.
It was the way she obviously was like, "Oh, you're the first person that hasn't backed me up," so she's just basically calling 999 or 911. Sorry, every time she goes to a shop.
Right. Can you imagine
It's
somebody
supposed to
walking into a
support
store without pants on, trousers,
Yeah.
whatever, and going, "Well, there's no one else in here. I came out without my pants on just because I knew that the store was about to close. Why can't I shop without my pants on?"
Right. How come
It's
I
not
can't
a
come in
law.
here without a shirt or shoes, you know?
Right. It's not a law.
Idiot.
Oh God.
It's like company policy though. I've worked in a place before where someone tried to walk in, a male walked in without a t-shirt or a top on, and my management were like, "You can't come in our shop without a top on." And he was obviously kicking up a stink, and started calling everyone fat, and you're only saying it because you haven't got a nice body like me. And it's like, what the hell, dude? Like, no, man, like, this is a family store. We don't want to see your sweaty body walking around here. Do you know what I mean? Like,
What a narcissist.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Well, most of them are
Can you tell
narcissists.
everyone he did CrossFit? I bet he did CrossFit.
yeah, definitely. 100%.
That's funny.
So we have what, one video left?
Yes.
There is indeed one more
Yes.
video. Arrested for not wearing a mask in Eagle Point, Oregon.
You know what? People calling emergency services reminds me of that episode of the IT Crowd where they're changing the number to 999. It's like 111899945, and he just names like 17 digits. I need to keep a recording of that.
Oh my
on my
God.
phone. And people are like, I'm being called 911. Someone in the chat me like, you saying it wrong. It's actually these 17 numbers. My God.
It's funny, actually, over in the UK, I'm not sure there, but if you dial 911 here, it still goes to 999.
Oh, wow. Nice.
There's so many people that watch American shows that they, in a panic, will dial 911. So, it gets automatically taken to 999.
That's smart.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because obviously in a panic, you might, because I might even think, 911, because you're so used to, the kind of American culture that in that panic you could do that. So it's kind of good that they have thought of that. There must have been so many people doing it that it redirects to 999.
Nice. 112 works in the UK as well, Graham Price said.
Oh. Neat.
That's awesome.
I told you that someone was going to correct me with the numbers. Thank you, Helmut Coke.
And 111 too. That's cool.
7253.
111 is the number they tried to get you to call rather than 999. It's kind of like if it's more of a medical emergency rather than a police.
Oh, okay.
I've learned so many things.
Yeah.
I know. That's pretty cool.
Oh my God. Ash Scott's like, oh, they have a similar system in the US. If you dial 999 here, you get through to the police in the UK. Oh, God.
That's awesome.
Wait a minute. 999 is the fastest to ring on a ring phone? Like with the dials? Isn't that the longest number? Am I thinking of
I
the
know,
wrong
because you
phone?
just pull it straight down, don't you? No thinking. You just go straight to the bottom, straight to the bottom. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
I
okay.
think 9 is the very bottom one.
It was
I
the
was
number
thinking,
next.
like, 'cause
It was the number next to the metal part, wasn't it? It made it easy to find if you were in smoke or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay. You know what? That makes me wonder if like our rotary phones like rotated a different way or something, because like I remember growing up with a rotary phone, and 9 you had to go almost an entire circle around to get it to dial, but maybe their phones were different. Okay, so it's rotary
9
phone.
is
It's a
the
different type of phone. Cool. Okay, that's why.
Yep. But once the push button ones come out too, it was easier. You could just hit it 3 times, and it's just like.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Multi-tom-tom, shut the fuck up, man.
Created by Freemasons.
There it was.
Uh-oh.
Numbers, all of them.
666 is what, 2/3 of 999? I mean, that was all deliberate. Yeah.
Oh, no. And that's like a third of that is 333. Oh,
my God. Illuminati confirmed.
We invented all the numbers.
Oh, jeez.
Numbers didn't exist before Freemasons.
Oh, that's great. Oh my goodness.
Well, do you have the strength left for this last video?
I think so.
Sure. I'm gonna rage order some pizza or something because these people are so dumb. And I'll let them in the complex when they show up.
And you're telling me that I'm being escorted because I'm not wearing
there's
a
no
face covering
right there.
and I have a doctor.
I'm in the middle of arresting her right now.
Yeah.
It came down. Continue.
Uniform.
Oh my.
She's still arguing with
Very important question. Should I order chicken or steak?
That is a good question, but I would say chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty split.
Yeah.
Chicken or steak, what? Depends on what it
I'm
is.
ordering like a rice bowl. So
a rice
I'm like,
bowl.
What protein do I want?
That's tough. Because I'd like
Oh,
either.
wait, I just found one. There's a chicken and steak bowl and done.
There you go.
There you go. Both.
Oh, when in doubt, order both.
That's usually my motto, and then I've got like a week's worth of food.
That's right.
And you don't have to buy it again.
Exactly.
Just made lunch for tomorrow.
Yeah, the best thing about like Chinese food is there's always something left the next day.
Yes. I've been really good. I haven't ordered takeout all week. I deserve this.
Yes, you do.
You do.
There you go, huh?
Hey guys, Super Chat Matt here.
Hey, hi, Matt.
Hello, Super Chat Matt.
Put in this hashtag. Hashtag stop saying fake, start saying real.
I don't know. That's kind of long for a hashtag.
Yeah.
I have school tomorrow.
You do.
Ooh, pizza.
Get ready for it? Yeah. Did you get ready for school for tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope they have pizza for lunch.
I hope so too. That'd be good. He hopes they have pizza.
How many videos do we have left?
I don't know. Do they usually have pizza on Mondays?
Oh, I don't know. Do they usually?
We used to have pizza on.
Yeah.
Sometimes Mondays. And Tuesdays, but I don't
Oh
know.
my God. Chris Durham just said that the difference between the Shills and the UnCalled Four is that the UnCalled Four finish their videos. The Shills never get past the first 15 seconds.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Wow, why you gotta call everyone out like that?
Shh, don't tell them. Don't tell them.
I love it.
Oh God. Also, nobody tell TomTom when 1984 was actually written. Don't tell him.
Okay.
It was not. Oh yeah, no.
Nice try, but nope.
God.
Wasn't it written in 1984?
No. It wasn't 1948 either, though, I don't think. I'm not sure.
No, I don't remember.
Oh my God, nobody knows
Might have been
this. It was
earlier.
published in 49. Come on, you guys.
There are some things within that, that do ring home though nowadays, aren't there? With the
Oh God, yeah.
the screens and our
8th of June,
mobile
1949.
phones and things. So there are some things in that.
I would say specifically for an American audience reading that book, it's really chilling how the propaganda machine works in that novel, because literally they've got it to where we've been at war with this country, and the next day they're like, oh no, we've been at war with this other country, and everyone's like, yeah, we've totally always been at war with them. That's literally the way that our news cycle works. It's like you see all those videos of people out in the street and you tell them, oh, this thing happened. They're like, no, that's fake. That's fake news.
Yeah.
And they're like, you can pull up the video. Do you want to see it? No, it's fake.
Yeah.
Okay. We're doing so great. We're almost rounding the corner. Meanwhile, cases are exploding into the hundreds of thousands. It's like, okay.
Well, you're not going to hear about it anymore after the election.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Going
of
away
course. It's
after
going to
the
go away
election.
the second the election's over.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the chilling thing for me.
I guess
is
we
like
didn't get
that
that
whole
memo.
scene where he's in the room and the guy's like, if I tell you that 2 + 2 is 5, you'll believe it. And that's where we are. Orwell saw that like 70 something years ago, and yep.
Still the same, basically,
Yeah,
aren't we?
it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
And he noticed patterns in governments and regimes, I guess would be a more specific way to say that. But if you guys haven't read a lot of Orwell's essays, I cannot recommend them highly enough. He had really, really smart things to say about the way people use language, because he was basically, wasn't he like, he was an English teacher and professor, I should say. And he wrote a lot about how people use language in political discourse in order to kind of hoodwink people into believing their position. And the words you use and the way that you communicate is part of the propaganda as much as the information you're trying to push. So he used examples of like, oh, if you're speaking to an American audience and you use the word liberty, everyone's like, oh, feel good, like happy feelings, eagles and fireworks and barbecues, yay. And then you ask them to define what liberty is and they're like, it's they just know it's good. And so people will use the term liberty in a disingenuous way because they know it makes people feel good emotionally. So good
Buzzwords,
stuff, Orwell.
aren't they?
Yeah, like buzzwords.
And I think that's where the confusion comes from with some conspiracies, because yes, the government probably do lie about certain things and are untrustworthy. This is my opinion. But this is where obviously then people get to that point of like, oh, they're hiding the shape of the planet, and but forgetting that these things go past government and even say vaccines and chemtrails, and do you know what I mean? Like it's to that point where that's nothing to do with the government whatsoever. They've got no control over that, and it gets confused. Just because someone mistrusts the government, they then suddenly think that everything has become a lie, but in reality, it hasn't. They've let themselves slip down that rabbit hole, but it's not like that.
Almost every single conspiracy from the government of not just America, but basically any country, has been when the government's been doing evil shit to its own citizens and doesn't want them to find out about it. So, like, oh, we're experimenting on people and giving them syphilis, haha, or we're spying on you using every little thing you own, haha.
Right.
Like, dude, we just gave you LSD. We want you to be psychic. Woohoo! Just wow.
But that's the thing about these conspiracies, is they always come out. The truth always comes out. It's these people who, they're hiding the shape of the earth. Yeah, for millions of years, You know, we're hiding the shape of the earth for thousands of years. You know, that we've known that it's not flat. And yeah, no, the truth would have came out a long time ago. We can't hide that kind of thing for a long time. These people lack one thing, and it's called critical thinking. They don't have critical thinking. They can't discern the difference between what is reality and what is fantasy. They really can't.
Absolutely.
They want it to be fantasy.
Yes.
You know, they get caught up within it. Their life becomes a fantasy. I think. I was kind of within that realm myself, I suppose. But yeah, it does become addictive.
It's just a fantasy.
We always start singing Vishanti.
Pancake.
We need to do like a singing stream. Karaoke.
Yes.
Sunday night karaoke on the Shills.
That's right.
I mean, yeah. Nice. Oh, good.
I love it.
Good.
That's awesome. That is a very long hashtag.
In fact, it is.
What's long?
That's funny. Good
You know,
old
it's
Matt.
funny. We actually do have karaoke moments in various streams. Seek Truth. We were doing one with, I think, Dr. Bob a couple months ago, and he was talking about the 5 things that he always tells flat earthers when he's about to debate them. And he's like, the first one is nothing in science has ever been disproven with a logical fallacy, and you're not about to be the first, which I love. And then he was talking about, you know, Newton and Einstein. We live in a Newtonian world, and if you're going to talk about Einstein, you better have the math to back it up. And I was just really delirious that night, and I said, we're living in a Newtonian world, and I'm a Newtonian girl. And I think Dick and I were going to make a parody of that at some point.
It's brilliant. I like
Sometimes.
That would actually be a good parody.
That would be perfect.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot, Renee and me. Yes, I actually am an essayist. My roommates can tell you that I have spent several weekends writing essays on random topics. I do it for fun. I am a gigantic nerd.
That's cool.
Yeah. I write about lots of topics. I mean, I get bored and I like to research stuff, so... And by research, I don't mean watching someone's shitty YouTube video, Tom Tom. That's not like doing your own research.
Not research?
I was going to say, that's not research?
Real research.
I know. You go on Facebook, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
right, of course.
As long as you have multiple tabs open,
And
one for
Twitter.
Facebook, one for Twitter, and one for YouTube.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Those are the best
I gotta have high IQ research. I need more tabs open.
Yeah.
I need one on like BitChute, and I need one on WikiLeaks, and I need one on another YouTube video, and 5 more YouTube videos.
Exactly.
Do you want some water, Multi Tom? Tom is asking for water in the chat. Are you okay?
Yeah, man, you need to make sure you stay hydrated. It's really important.
It's very important.
He's like, oh, an essayist that can't get flat Earth. Like, has it ever occurred to you that maybe it's because the Earth isn't flat?
Right.
What percentage
Just a
of our
thought.
brain is water?
With him a lot.
Yeah, because it must be like 100% water, so it's just completely flat, of course.
I mean, I write essays about things that are real, but I mean, if you really want to write a fan fiction, go for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ugh. Anyway,
75% of your brain is water.
Is it? Oh, crikey.
Wow.
That's, more than the Earth,
Brain
isn't
is
it? Like,
oh my god! If it's percentage larger than what is like on the globe, then does that mean our brains don't curve because large bodies of water do not curve?
Well, he did say that his brain was made of vodka, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that'll do it.
explains a lot.
It's pickle.
Well, what's a
So
better
there-
conductor, vodka or water?
No.
Potatoes.
That's why it's mostly water, is to conduct the electricity.
Potatoes conduct electricity. That's what my high school science class did one time.
Oh, you can make a battery out of a potato.
That's true. You can call him Mr. Potato Head. There we go.
Yeah.
Just a potato head. Oh, yes. And I am 100% with you, Tony Regime. The problem with, quote, conspiracy theories is that they can distract from real crimes. 100% agreed.
Yes.
Big time.
Yep. Exactly.
And Mike Bertelson is also correct. Pure water does not conduct.
Has to.
Does it have to have salt in it or something? No.
It's all the other stuff that
Oh,
isn't
the impurities.
water that, yeah, the impurities that actually will do a lot of the conducting, I think. So,
Interesting.
but yeah, we
Very
should
interesting, Mr. Bond.
wrap this up.
Are we learning things again?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Scary. God
I
damn
think
it.
that's what we came for.
I didn't think that's
my
what you
brain's
were
thinking
doing.
I'm learning too much.
Oh my God. That's
Well,
great.
we've had a nice, good session here. I think.
did.
Yeah, I
about
think
time
we
to wrap
should
this puppy up.
Yep.
I think
Wrap it in a
so.
nice little package for the evening.
That's right.
But remember, dogs are for life, not just for Christmas.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
Most definitely.
Yes, and don't forget to spay and neuter them.
Yes, don't,
Don't forget,
to
buy
spay
our
and neuter
merch.
your pets. And buy our merch.
Hi, Marge.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we're gonna go out on that song though.
It's very tempting.
It is.
We really must hate our audience.
Yeah. Hey, they keep coming back for more. I don't know.
I don't know. They must be sadists too. You never know.
Yeah. Exactly.
My favorite is pineapple.
That's right.
Addicted to the dirt.
So yeah, good night, folks. Thanks for coming out. Or we can keep it going just to piss Tom off either way.
Good point. Yes.
Oh, what would he do without us though, really? I mean, what would he do?
Yeah.
He'd be
Cry into
bored.
his vodka, maybe?
Yeah.
Pickling his brain some more. Yeah. Mr. Potato Head some more. It's like,
Yeah.
claiming he would be debating and then chicken out again.
Yeah.
all those
Yeah.
things,
They told me the earth was round, Mom. It's okay, Tom. Go take your binky and go back to bed.
They
Yeah.
shoot me a globe
Exactly.
in school. I was indoctrinated from day one.
No,
you
You triggered me.
You're just showing where you live.
Round things make my brain hurt.
That's mean. Very mean.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, anyone have anything to shill before we get out of here?
I don't think so.
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I do.
Thanks to you guys.
Yes.
I do. The old black site was destroyed by a group of rogue penguin drones, and their batteries malfunctioned. So we have regrouped under a new site. So go sub to us. We are NASA Black Site 33.
Nice.
It's gonna be nice and fun and full of shenanigans. And I'm stalling while I copy paste the link. And bam, there you go.
And there you go.
Awesome.
There
Yes,
it is.
please go check that out, everybody.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, it's a new channel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what we were trying to get you
Yes,
to
we have
come
to
on
go
last
sub.
night.
Ah,
Yeah.
sorry. Right, yeah, I've just subbed.
Woohoo!
Cool.
I hit the bell too.
Yep. Awesome. And yes, we picked 33 because it triggers idiots.
That's right. Hello,
Yeah, Mike
Illuminati
Bertelson's
confirmed.
right. It was the militarized Antarctic penguins. Those SOBs, man, they'll get you every time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, and my delivery's almost here. Yay, perfect timing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome. All righty. Well, with all of that, Cheesemondo, should you take us out then?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much,
I just
everybody.
All right. Thanks for
I
coming,
just wa-
everybody.
I just want to say, don't be like Karen. Don't be like Karen at all. Wear a mask and be more like Aiden Bearpaw, because he's the coolest motherfucker on the planet.
That's right.
Yes.
There you go.
And with that, we're out of here. Goodbye.